How are we all doing, boys? It is your favorite mums here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So guys, I've got another little video for us today. This video is going to help you guys make some money during FIFA. I use this method a lot during FIFA. I don't even know how much I made. Like, I made millions and millions and millions of coins doing this exact method. This is a method you can do pretty much the entire year through. It starts to become a bit of a hard one to do, I guess, maybe like right at the end of the year, the last like 2 months of FIFA. But the first like 6, 7, 8 months of FIFA, very, very, very easy money maker, right? And a way of trading. So as you can see behind me, this is Chem style trading, okay? It is possibly one of the most simple methods for trading. And like I said, one of the most effective as well. So this is the kind of method that a lot of people can use. I'm going to explain to you and show you guys how you do this method. Obviously, FIFA21's not out yet, so I will be using the FIFA 20 game to show you. Therefore, it might not, like I said, it doesn't really work as well at this end of the time of the year, so I'll try and explain to and show you, and you just got to try and use your imagination a little bit, all right, guys? But yeah, very, very easy method, all right? So I'm going to also give you guys some of the things that you need to look out for when doing this method. Quickly, to explain, guys, before I show you, this method is basically buying meta cards with like meta or expensive chem styles on them. Okay, so the chem styles that work the best are the ones basically that I've shown this way in my video right here. So the best 3 or the best 2 are your shadow and your hunter. All right, which is the one in the top left of the screen, and the one above me is the hunter, like right above me up there is the hunter. The one in between those two is the anchor. That's probably your next best. And then you're probably looking at your catalyst, which is the one all the way over there. And then your engine, which is just above me, all right? So they are probably your best chem styles, but you want to know your shadow and your hunter, they are your best friends, okay? The reason why they are the best ones to use is because they're the most expensive. Simple as that. The more expensive the chem style, the more profit margin you can find on cards with those chem styles on them, all right? The more difference between a card without that chem style and a card with that chem style. Now, obviously as well, when you're looking for cards, you want to find cards that are regularly using those chem styles, okay? So basically, before I show you in a quick example, how this method works is you take a card. So like I put Sissoko in the middle of my picture there because he is probably a card that I used a lot last year to trade with. Now, you take a card like Sissoko. He's a meta card. He was a very, very in-demand card. A lot of people were using that card. So a lot of people were buying that card, right? That's the first thing you want to look for. You want to look for a gold card that a lot of people want and a lot of people are buying. Then, you want a chem style. You want a shadow, obviously. So it's a defender or a CDM like him. You're going to get people putting a shadow on the card. So now you want to try and find that card with shadows on them. And where a shadow is the main chem style used on that card. You know, if the main chem style used on that card is just as, I'm not saying this thing, but a backbone, and people don't really put shadows on that card, it's not going to be as helpful, right? So you want a meta card that everyone wants, and then a chem style such as a shadow, an expensive chem style, so like a shadow, that is the main chem style that people are putting on that card as well. All right? And that's what Sissoko was. If you had a Sissoko, you wanted a shadow on him, and he was a meta card, all right? And shadows are expensive. Now, because of this, Sissoko with a shadow on him, the price is going to be a lot more expensive. So, say Sissoko is 10,000 coins, all right? Say you could buy Sissoko for 10,000 coins, and a shadow cost, I mean, we all know how much shadow costs. Say a shadow costs 10,000 coins as well. Now, a Sissoko with a shadow, it's not going to be 20,000 coins because it's not going to be the price of the things. It's always a bit cheaper. But a Sissoko without a shadow on him is 10,000. A Sissoko with a shadow on him would probably sell for about 17,000 coins. So now, if you can snipe or bid and win Sissokos with shadows on them for 10,000, 11,000 coins, you can instantly go and sell them for 17,000. And some people might be like, well, why would there be Sissokos with shadows for 10, 11k if they're worth 17k? It's because people don't realize that chem styles are actually worth this much. People you know, have a Sissoko with a shadow on him. They go to sell him. They don't look up the price of a Sissoko with a shadow on him. They just look up the price of a Sissoko in general. They say, okay, Sissoko's selling for 10,000 coins. I'm going to go sell him for 10,000 coins. You know, or they'll only add a little bit extra on. Oh, well, he's got a shadow, so I'll just add 1,000 coins more. And they'll sell him for 11,000. They don't actually go and look it up properly and realize that, okay, this card with a shadow is actually worth 17,000. So you find they do pop up very, very regularly. It's the same with bid. You know, someone might realize that the card sells for more, so someone might put the card up for 20k and then have a 10k bid on the card. And people that are bidding on these cards don't realize that with a shadow, this card's worth so much more. So it slips through the cracks and you can pick it up for 11,000, 12,000 coins. And really it's worth 17,000, all right? Now, basically the best cards to do this for, like I said, shadows. So you want to find defenders, center backs, left backs, right backs, CDMs that need shadows on them. And a meta work really, really well. And then obviously attackers with hunters. So left mids, right mids, cams, strikers, center forwards with hunters on them because hunters are also expensive. Now, what I've shown here, I'll show you other cards, but they're 3 cards that I used a lot during FIFA 20. Mendy, because of his pace and his only 75 defending, the main chem style people put on that card was a shadow. And we all know how Mendy was a super demanded card, so that worked really, really well. Sissoko, again, like I just explained. And then Rashford, really meta card, really demanded. And then obviously, a lot of people, one of the main chem styles that people would put on that card was a hunter. Because his shooting is a little bit low. People would want to up his shooting. And obviously his pace as well. And they would throw a hunter on him. All right, so let's get into the live screen here. And I'm going to quickly walk you guys through a little bit of doing it, basically. Now, like I said, prices, there might not be any difference right now because of how cheap some of these cards are, but we'll just have a look, okay? We'll check it out and see what we go. So basically, all you would do is you would look up Sissoko. Once again, come FIFA 21, you have to find different cards. But it's very simple to find. Like I said, you're looking for mainly, you can do engines and stuff like that, but obviously because shadows and hunters are the most expensive, they have the biggest profit margins or the biggest gaps between the regular card with no chem style on it. So, you know, you are looking for center backs, left backs, right backs, CDMs that need a shadow, or you're looking for left mids, right mids, strikers, cams that need a hunter. Okay, that's what you should mainly be looking for. And they need to have a shadow. If you've got a left back that's already got 99 pace or 98 pace, no one's going to be putting a shadow on that card because they don't need to up the pace that much. The pace is already at max, nearly. They don't really need a pacey chem style on it. They're going to go put like a Guardian or a Backbone or something like that, or a Sentinel on their card. So, you know, left backs that maybe have in the 80s for pace, where people want to put that pace and they'll be throwing shadows on that card. You can also use Footbin to see what the most common chem style on that card is. You know, strikers that are maybe a little bit lacking on their shooting on pace. People always want to put hunters on those cards as well. So, you know, but sometimes it's just trial and error. You know, pick a few cards that you think might do really well and then search them up. So what you would do is you just search up the card normally. So what does Sissoko sell for? Without any chem style, or just with, you know, at his minimum price. All right, so there you go, 4,000 coins. So this is a bad time of FIFA. No one's on FIFA, so like, you know, there's one for 4,000 right now, and these are all 4.7 and stuff like that, and you can just buy it. But let's say 4,000 coins, right? So 4,000 coins. Now, all we have to do to see what it sells for with the shadow is we go to chem styles, and we go to shadow. Now we can have a look at what his price is with a shadow. So you remember, he's 4,000 coins to 4,500 without a shadow. With a shadow, this card is instantly... He's already 3,000 coins more, 4,000 coins more, 5,000 more. 10,000 coins. So there you go. So this card is 5,000 coins more expensive 5,500 coins more expensive if he has a shadow on him. All right? And that's how it is. Like I said, that's what you're going to find. You're going to find cards like this. Like, I remember Sissoko when I was trading with him a lot. He was probably around a 20k card. I mean, he fluctuated. He was like 30 at one point, 20. I think I did a lot of trading with that card around when he was about a 20k card. And I found that he was a 20k card without a shadow. With a shadow, I was able to sell him for like 28 kind of thing. So it was about an 8,000 coin increase with the shadow. And obviously, you know, I'd buy him for 21, 20, 22, sell him for 28, 27, make myself 4, 5, 6k profit per card. Same with Mendy. I was probably making about 5k profit a card with Mendy. I did Sissoko a lot, 5k. I did Allen. Another one I did a lot was Allen. I did him a lot as well. And once again, I was probably making about 4, 5k per card. I normally found that was kind of like the genuine profit margin I did if I used shadows. So if I used a meta card with a shadow, I normally found I could make, you know, sometimes it would get bid up because there was other people doing this method and I'd only make 1,000 coins, 2,000 coins, which is still all right money. But I normally found I could make 3,000 to 6,000 coins profit per card doing this method, all right? So yeah, that showed you there's a 5,000 coin difference between him without a shadow, him with a shadow. So now all you're going to do is take the shadow off, go back to his buying price, which was what, 4,500, 4,000. You can set a little bit more because you can set to 5,000 because you know that card sells for 10,000. So even if I buy that card for say 7,000, I can still make 2,000 coins profit, right? Or 2,000, 3,000 coins profit. So really, I could set my filter up to 6,000, right? Put a shadow on him again. And then I could sit there if I wanted to, if I want to do bidding. And I could just sit there and snipe. Sorry. If I want to do sniping, sit there and snipe. Even higher, really. I could go to 7,000. And snipe any cards that get put up with a shadow. Boom. Buy that. Right now, that card's 7,000. The next best was 10,000. You know what I mean? And you buy it, sell it. He's also got a position change on him, which I'll go to another video, which actually makes him even more valuable. You know what I mean? And you can sit there and snipe. Or you can even bid. You can set your filter to whatever, 6,000, knowing that this card regularly sells for 10,000. Sorry, you can sit there with 6,000 on his bid with a shadow on him. And you can bid on every single card with a shadow. Like I said, guys, you got to use your imagination a little bit. I mean, right now it's a bit hard. There's only one card popping up. Obviously, if I'm doing this at the start of FIFA, you know, there would be like 50 cards pop up on bid. And I would just go bid on them all. Might win some, might lose some. Sniping, you know, this card right now, you know, might not pop up regularly. When I'm sniping and doing this method, you know, early on in FIFA or a couple months into FIFA, you know, there's cards popping up regularly for snipe and stuff like that, man. And there's a consistent price on terms of what these cards are selling for. Right now, prices aren't really set with how late it is in the game. They're just, you know, up and down because nobody's on the market. But yeah, that is the method, guys. Very, very simple. If you are in my sub Discord on Twitch, and then if you're a sub on my Twitch and you're in the sub Discord, I'll be posting regular cards, like names of cards that you can use this method on that work very, very effectively. And I'll do those all the time for you. If you're not though, and you're just in my stream, I'll be going and doing this method myself. So showing you guys some of the good cards you can do it with on stream. Otherwise, it's very easy to find your own cards. Like I said again, guys, left backs, center backs, right backs, CDMs that are demanded cards, so meta cards, and that need a shadow on them, or a lot of people use a shadow on them. Strikers, left mids, just attackers in general that need a hunter on them that are wanted cards as well, man, will work really well, and you'll find there's a good margin. But, you know, don't just guess, go and check it, you know what I mean? So, say you make a list, you think, okay, well, Sissoko could be a good one, Mendy could be a good one, Gomez could be a good one. You know, you've got your list, just go through and check the differences. You know, you might find that one card that looks like a good card, you know, so say, for instance, a Sissoko next year, he might look like a good card to do this one, but there might only be a 1,000 coin difference between him without a shadow or him with a shadow. You know what I mean? But then you go and look at Allen, and Allen might have an 8,000 coin difference. You know, it also just depends on how much the chem style costs at the time. Obviously, as shadows got more expensive, this method worked better. If anyone knows, shadows were 5,000 coins right at the start of FIFA. So there was a margin, but it was a smaller margin. Then they upped the price range and shadows went to like 10,000. Shadows at one point were sitting at like 15, 20,000 coins. So when they were up at like 20,000 coins, you know, you could find profit margins of like 10 to 15K margins on cards with shadows on them. Anyways, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, man, smash a like, subscribe to the channel. Come check out the live stream, guys. I will be live today. And obviously coming into FIFA, we are now 8 days away from the web app. I will start being live every single day, long hours, just FIFA, trading, investing, playing games, doing it all, man, having banter. Come ask me some questions, guys. I'd appreciate it. Anyways, until next video, peace out, boys.